When these birds come in and you shoot, I want you to shoot and shoot and shoot. If you clip one of these birds and they hit the water and dive in one fluid motion. These birds can dive down 200 plus feet to feed. Even with proper scuba gear, you can only make it to 130 as a human. So they're just a tough bird. If you can shoot it in the decoys, all my decoys are foam or foam filled, and so are all his. Don't worry about the decoys. If that bird lands and you have the ability to shoot it again on the water, before I get to it, do it, because once I get up to it and it dives, the race is on, and your chances of getting it are minimal at that point. They're just a tough duck. You're never gonna shoot anything as fast or tough as these. When you aim at the lead bird, you're gonna knock the one down 3 behind it, and that's at 20 yards. That's not like taking a 60-yard poke at something. At 20 yards, when you think you're leading these birds enough, give them 10 more feet, and you will still knock its tail feathers off.
So long story short, I'm teaming back up with Captain Patrick Hunt Cummings in his home state of Michigan. We're on Lake Huron chasing big sprig old squaw with a couple of veterans who ended up winning the grand prize raffle at our annual Horicon Marsh Veterans Duck Hunt. So without further ado, let's meet the fellas.
My name is Tyler Klinsky, Marine Corps veteran. I've been hunting waterfowl now for 8 years. Mainly puddle ducks. Central Wisconsin. Before this trip, I thought I hunted in some extreme weather, breaking ice. Shot some divers around. Never hunted sea ducks. Never thought I'd have the chance to do it. Thank you to Captain Pat. He donated this hunt to the Horicon Veterans Hunt, and I was lucky enough to win it. I decided I wanted to repay my dad, who's taken me on some cool hunts in my lifetime. Wanted to bring him, but I couldn't figure out which friend I wanted to take either. I asked Ryan, is there any way we could work out bringing my Marine Corps friends along as well? And he said, absolutely, let's get them out there with us as well.
I'm Matt Owens. I'm a veteran of the U.S. Marine Corps. I met Tyler through a mutual friend at a wedding. We became pretty good friends then, and lost touch for a couple of years. So then I get a phone call, and they said, hey, come on up to this Horicon Marsh Veterans Hunt and come check us out. So I did. We rekindled that friendship that year. I think that was 2015, and it just instantly became an every year a reunion for us.
I'm Brandon. Been Tyler's friend since 5th, 6th grade. Been hunting with him for the last 7, 8 years, ever since we both got out of the Marine Corps. All of my hunting I've ever done has been puddle ducks. Never gone out on big water before, other than 1 or 2 times on Lake Michigan fishing, but that was it. And hunting old squaw out here on Lake Huron was never a thought in my mind until 1 year ago.
He's still ugly. I think I look good. Everybody come see how good I look.
I mean, that's relative. You should see these other guys.
You're hopping in that layout boat and all of a sudden he starts driving away and you're like, uh-oh. Like, I have no way to move. I am stuck in this UFO by myself with a shotgun. And I don't know what to do anymore.
Amount of, you know, I just want to say the skill set that it takes to be able to run those lines, run that boat, and maneuver everything around. It was almost like a choreographed piece of work, or piece of art, I could say. He would set your lines up, and he would just move on to the next guy. So there you sat in the dark pre-dawn hours waiting for light to come and shooting time. The captain would blow the horn when it was shooting time. Everybody would be able to load their firearms, and great things started to happen.
Nobody believes you when you tell them how fast they are. You tell them, lead them, lead them, lead them.
So layout boat hunting is similar to a cheap farm store kayak on the ocean. When we first started, the wind was calm, the waves were pretty gentle, and you're just kind of bobbing like a bobber on water. As the sun came up and the wind picked up, the waves picked up. I think they said we got 3 to 4 foot rollers, so you had to pull your hood up because the water was coming over the back of the boat. Everybody was getting soaking wet. A couple of times the boat turned sideways and it almost felt like you were going to tip over, which was fairly scary because the water was 32 degrees.
Getting the opportunity to come out here with Patrick, it completely took me out of my world. But at the same time, Patrick welcomed us into his world. He has done this so many times that he knows how to make people feel comfortable when they're uncomfortable.
The layout boat experience is something second to none. It's an absolute riot. We had tremendous amount of action, a lot of fun. Patrick is an amazing captain. Feel very safe in these layout boats in big water, and the duck action was second to none.
Something I'm never gonna forget. Water dripping out of my jacket, shivering, being out on Huron in a boat, that layout boat, foot off the water. The nerves are there.
I've thought about this the last 2 days on how to explain it, and I can't. It's amazing. It is by far the best duck hunting experience I've ever experienced, had the opportunity to partake in my life. And I can't speak highly enough of Patrick and Ryan for just having the opportunity to come here. Patrick is one of the hardest working guides I've ever seen in my life, and He is absolutely insane for doing this every day.
What do you think of this out here, bud?